Hello everyone, hoping everyone's having a good one. If you do end up enjoying today's video, make sure you go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button by the time you leave the channel. Anyways, we're going to be showing you guys how to get experience the fastest and most effective way possible. So we're going to start off with collections. The starter collections, make sure you have done each and every single one of them. You get 500 experience, 750 total once you have completed each and every single one. Now then you're going to go to live series. And the most effective way to do the live series collections is buying the common players of each and every single section. So for every single team, you're going to go ahead and buy the common players. And for the free agent market, you're going to go ahead and buy the common players of each and every single category, basically. So I went ahead and I put a buy order for 5 stubs for every single common on every single team and every single common on the free agent market. And I was able to collect about 100 or so free agents, allowing me to earn up to 11,500 experience while making stubs while doing it. And then the same goes for collecting it for every single team. Some teams have more than 9, some teams have more than 10. So you'll be able to sometimes collect the first 10, and then sometimes you'll have some players already. So you'll collect the first 10 and then be on your way towards 20. And then you decide whether or not it is too much of an investment to collect 20 players or buy the remaining to actually get 20 players. The same thing goes now for the legends and flashbacks. Some of you guys might have more than 4 out of 20 and are close to 10. You can go into the community market and start buying some of these players if they're relatively cheap and getting 2,500 experience, and you might be making some stubs back, considering it is giving you 1,000 stubs for collecting 10, and it goes for every single one of these categories. Signature series, although, might be a little bit difficult. And then we're going to go to unlockables and equipment. The same thing goes for here. If you have a bunch of rituals, if you have a bunch of bats, socks, go ahead and take a look. You might be able to actually buy a bunch of these in the community market for relatively cheap and earn a bunch of experience as you go ahead and purchase them, and you might even make some stubs back. But as you guys can see, just for collecting 20, that's 2,500 experience, which is a good amount of experience to get from just collecting some items for relatively cheap. And now we're gonna go ahead and jump from collections into the moments. So moments, you can do most of these moments pretty quickly, especially the welcome to the show. Make sure you have gone into here and basically done it all. As you guys can see, in total you get 5,300 experience, and most of these are relatively short. And if you want to know more info whether or not they're going to be relatively short, all you have to do is press square. So you press square, you see that you're heading in there in the bottom of the ninth with the bases loaded, and all you have to do is tally a hit and drive 2 runs in. So get yourself a single. If it drives in both runs, you're done and you get 300 experience. And these are a bunch of moments, so it's not just the welcome to moments relive history section that has those short moments. Storylines has short moments. For example, as you guys see, I have completed the Bryce Harper. Now some of these are extremely long, especially those that have length, 7 games, etc. So you might not want to go ahead and do those to start off. You might want to go ahead and do the short ones, like the length, 1 plate appearance. You go ahead, knock it out, and then boom, you're done and you get 300 experience. And you can go ahead and do the full program and get the bonus, but it's going to take longer. So I'm teaching you the most effective and fastest way. You go to Willie Mays and you do the same thing. You see which ones are short, which ones seem easy to complete, and you go ahead and do them. And then you do the same for the Ben Zobrist Chicago Cubs and the Babe Ruth career. And then you're going to go into first innings as well, and you're basically going to look at which ones are short, which ones give a good amount of experience, and then you're just going to go ahead and complete them. I've completed all of them so far. You're going to go to Diamond Dynasty Created Player, and they have moments. Now some of these moments are a little bit more difficult, like Catcher Posey was probably one of the hardest moments I have done so far for created players, and honestly I've only done my catcher, so this one is definitely the hardest one. But you can go ahead and look around first base. You see 200, 400, 1,500, 1,400, 2,000, and then 500 experience. So make sure you go ahead and actually check out every single moments for created players and just knock a bunch of these out, since they are relatively short and easy to do. So I would go ahead and do that without a doubt. And that's basically how you get the most experience the most effective way possible. Last but not least, you do have Conquest. Now Conquest is a little bit more on the longer side, and I have videos demonstrating how to do the first inning strikeout challenge the fastest and the most effective way possible, and I have a video on how to do the Nation of Baseball challenge the fastest and most effective way possible. Just go into videos in my channel and click on most popular, and both of them should appear, and it basically shows you how to complete Conquest and how to complete the majority of the goals. Now one thing I do have to tell you is you don't have to do the steal fans phase for the first Conquest, meaning the national map, because you can still obtain the Ty Cobb and all the rewards without doing so. But for the first inning challenge, you do have to do the steal fans in order to get the 30 stars in the first inning program. And then this one was relatively one of the easiest conquests. I don't have a video for it, but if you guys need a guide, I would gladly make one, but it's super easy, so I doubt any of you guys would really need a guide. And just to finish it off, giving you guys the proof that I did go ahead and do the buy orders, I'm going to go ahead into the community market, go into completed orders, and then you're gonna see right here, as you guys can see, I've been buying a bunch of the bronzes for 25 stubs, and it's working out. And then you have a whole list of lines where I just went ahead and bought a bunch of commons for 5 stubs. So trust me, this works. It's the most effective way to do so, and you'll earn a bunch of experience and get to level 50 faster. And if you're already past level 50, you might be able to level up once or twice or even 3 times. Who knows? It's more than enough to go ahead and level up 1 full level. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, once again, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you all in the next one.